I really like Jesus Beast. I saw them in Auburn at a VFW.
Cool.
They're a big band.
Does that mean they're a spiritual gun?
No, I mean, they could be.
Do you want to do it or should I?
You do it.
How come people always do this when they play a newscaster?
It's like, oh, hold on a moment.
What's that?
What?
Yeah, but I've never seen a newscaster actually touch it.
I think they just do it so they can hear. Dan, I don't need to be hearing about your bowel movement today. Thank you.
Oh, I do. Give me that. I'm just imagining like a newsroom theme, like. And I'll be like, breaking news! This just in! Ramen Review is back! Take it away, Noah, with the weather.
Good morning and thank you, Nikki. I'm Noah, I'm here with the weather. We have Bulalo instant noodle soup, and I just want to tell you, it's gonna be raining! Lots of sodium. There's about 15 centimeters of soup in the can. You got a nice hail of vegetable oil, modified tapioca starch. Ooh. You're on a tiny island, there's soup everywhere. As you can see here, clearly. Then you got the tiny meatballs, and I'll tell you what, tiny meatballs are fake. So it's made of soy. They're tiny balls, they're not big. As you can see, there's a lot of different things in this bowl. There's a lot of love and compassion here, and I hope you feel it. And I hope you viewers at home truly understand the beautiful and enigmatic thing that you are experiencing. From me to you, back to you, Nikki, and your correspondent, Noah.
It's like the size of an ant. You ever seen an ant child before? I have. It's terrifying. The amount of ants that I've stepped on. This is me. I'm an ant. I love LARPing. Paul Rudd, I love LARPing. I live to LARP. I LARP to live.
It smells good, alright.
That's a sad herb. Oh, those are meatballs?
Those are teeny tiny.
Those are small. See, they fit for an ant. Do you bet there? I bet there was one or some kid's like, I want mine ant themed.
I bet that kid was you.
I want my birthday to be a spirit gun themed. Ah! Ooh, it's hot. Now that I have your attention, I'd like to address a specific important matter. Do you or a loved one suffer from small hand neitis? Small hand neitis is it starts in your hands, then works to your knees, and then your small hands and knees go through your eyes. 1 out of 5 Americans suffers from this illness.
I'm cutting you off. Let's see what this is. Oh my god, I
The
love
meatballs are so small still.
Yeah.
They're not even real meatballs.
Yeah, the beef flavor is definitely in the broth and not the meatballs.
They look like the color of like a spaghetti noodle. Yes, this isn't bad.
The broth is actually pretty good.
It seems like it's a very minimal dish though. You know,
I
like,
would compare this to your typical cup noodle.
yeah.
You okay?
Yeah.
The noodles themselves, not a big fan of.
Mm.
They get really soggy. Not that chewy. They don't have much flavor.
I'm okay.
It's okay.
The broth though is really nice.
Oh yeah, yeah.
There's just too much noodle. I can taste the beef thing on the noodle. So like the broth is doing its thing, coating it, but there's just a lot of noodle, and the noodles aren't really that great. You know, they're pretty stringy and they're small, and it didn't have to be that way.
It didn't have to be that way.
It cannot be that way.
You gotta know this that you can. When you were nothing away, you were ready to Bulalo.
Yeah, this would be good. Like you don't have time to cook or whatever.
Back of the cupboard for sure.
Yeah.
Compared to a similar type of ramen like cup noodle, this would definitely be a step above.
Without a doubt. Like the meatball soy ball is fine. They're not the size of a Cocoa Puff. I'd say they're like Dippin' Dot size, maybe
They
a bit
are.
bigger.
Yes, they are.
The veggie portion of it, there's not a lot.
I kind of like having a little bit of everything in every bite, and that didn't really work. I ate all the noodles, and now all my meatballs are at the bottom,
Yeah.
floating in the broth. I don't want to drink this broth. It's like too salty.
What would you rate it?
This one is a solid 2 stars.
Oh.
For
Yeah.
me. Yeah. Not terrible. This isn't bad. It's just fine.
You know, it suffices, it works. This will get you. One way or the other, you will be got. I'd rank it an average. It gets the job done.
Well, now we know.
Now we know.
And
knowing exactly that. Like Japan? Yeah.
Yeah. I can't finish the broth.
Hmm?
Siamo la gloria di Dio.